Hello explorers, welcome to Havana, Cuba. And in Havana, Cuba, in this video I'm going to show you what we can get in 500 Indian rupees in 2022. Well, 500 Indian rupees equals to $6.5 in the official rate, which is equals to $1 equals to 25 Cuban pesos. So 500 Indian rupees equals to 175 Cuban pesos. But due to the black market rate, $1 equals to around 110 Cuban pesos. So 500 Indian rupees equals to 700 Cuban pesos, and in this video we're going to spend 700 Cuban pesos, and let's see how cheap or expensive is Cuba, Havana in this video.
I had to go, oh na 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 na, Havana, oh na na.
So we're in the center of Havana, and let me tell you some interesting facts that I came across. I have been to 50 countries and I've never seen three currency. Like I've never seen I've seen coin of 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, but for 3, have you seen currency of 3? In Cuba they have 3 bills and as well as coins, which is very interesting. And if you have seen 3 in any other country, do comment. Well, the first thing I do in these videos is find a coffee, and this is no different. We're gonna find coffee, and let me tell you, I found the cheapest coffee in the world in Cuba. It's not very hard to find coffee. Generally I find coffee for 5 pesos, but today, see, 3 pesos. Una café, por favor. Una café. So they give very small espresso shot coffees in Cuba, and this costs generally 5 pesos, but I got here for 3 pesos, so I got 2 for 6 pesos. But 5 pesos is technically less than 5 Indian rupees, which is cheap, very cheap. This is the cheapest coffee you can get in the world. The very most typical food Cubans eat here is burger, which I cannot try. I have already tried and I hate it. It costs around 30 pesos and it's shit. But the next thing is the pizza, which is okay and we can try. So even for breakfast, lunch or dinner, doesn't matter, it's always pizza. So by 50 peso with 50 pesos I got this small pizza, and 50 pesos equals to 35 Indian rupees. Let's give it a try. It's not the best, but it's what Cubans get. Pretty average. 35 Indian rupees. Best part about this restaurant is live music any time of the day, any day a week. This is a Monday, and the Monday afternoon you're getting live music in a restaurant while having your brunch. Welcome to Cuba, and you don't even kill your pocket by having lunch here. This is the Plaza Vieja, the old plaza, and let's find something interesting. ¿Puede pasar? Let's see if we can get some souvenirs. This is like wallets for 300.
¿Eh?
No, me hablar con mi cámara. Generally, if you go to other parts of the country, it's much cheaper. Havana is a little more expensive than other cities. I saw these cigars and I said, is a fridge magnet or real? But these are real cigars. You can keep it as fridge magnet, and when you need to smoke, just cut it and start smoking it. ¿Cuánto vale eso?
Ese es 60. Cubano, pesos cubanos.
50.
60, no, esto no es mío.
Ok.
Todos valen 60.
Bueno. So I think I'll buy this one, which doesn't say Cuba, but say La Bottega de...
Bodeguita del medio.
So you will have to search for it and you will know it's from Cuba. And this is for 60 cents, 60 Cuban Peso, which is around 42 Indian rupees. One more buy.
Toma los 10 pesos.
So got my souvenir for 60 pesos. That fridge magnet was around 50 US cents, which is very good price around the world. Around the world you get fridge magnets for $1, but we got it for 50 US cents or 60 pesos. And you know, I got this Cuban hat for just 100 pesos. That's $1. $1 for this hat. Well, let's find something else. Cuba is interesting. You can get casas, like houses, Airbnbs, to stay around $5 to $10. For $5 to $10, you can get casas for easily. $10 you can get almost everywhere. There's a mailbox in a sad face. Quite interesting. So it's very sunny, as you can see. I need some refreshment, and wherever you go to these big hotels, you can see so many chairs and tables, but every time you have to see the card outside. And don't just trust this, you have to go inside and ask, is everything available from the menu of the day? Because the main menu, forget that, there's a menu of the day and sources are so limited that things just run out. And there was a menu of food and I wanted to get something, but that's not available, although it's written, because they ran out of it already 2 p.m. but they ran out of it. So I'm getting a mojito cubano. So as you might know, Cuba is famous for mojito. Mojito has been made from Cuba, and I think I got this mojito for 65 pesos. Refreshing. And got some banana fries for 40, because you can't get your favorite French fries in Cuba. There's scarcity of potatoes, so you can get this plátanos and fry those plátanos for tastes better.
Un reportaje.
¿Ah?
Estaba haciendo un programa.
YouTube.
YouTube, un canal. ¿Usted tiene un canal?
Sí, es mi trabajo, es mi vida.
Eso es. ¿De qué país es?
De la India.
De la India. Bienvenido.
Sí, gracias.
Y tiene su propio canal de YouTube. Me estoy saliendo ahí en la...
Some people are very friendly, some are not, but these guys are sweet and yummy. Tenemos moneda de 3 pesos.
¿Tú tienes?
No,
No.
so you can get mojito for 65, or you can get mojito for 150. That's the average price. And now we're going to get some real food because I'm hungry. It's almost 3 in the afternoon and I didn't have a proper lunch. Only that pizza, which isn't even filling. And this is the main central park. You can see all these antique cars, and you can rent those cars for around $30 for 1 hour. I rented with some of my friends, and if you rent for 5 people, you can get it as low as $6 per an hour, which is fine. And now we are walking in San Rafael Boulevard. It's a nice street with so many shops, but many shops are closed for the same reason, lack of resources. So I used to eat in this fancy restaurant owned by the government, air conditioning very well serviced. But today I came here and thought to have my lunch here, but they don't have food anymore. I said, we're sorry, we don't have any food. So I said, okay, just give me a lemonade and I'll find somewhere else to have food. So there's a problem in Cuba. There are cheap food. If you see the prices in this place, you can have meal with meat for 2 person for $3, but they don't have food all the time. Now I'm just gonna have some lemonade. And this is for 40, one lemonade, colorful in a restaurant. 40 pesos, less than 30 Indian rupees. So this is also a government place, and I got this food. They were saying there's no food left, no food. I said, please give me the last food. So food is really hard to get in government places, but it's super cheap. I got rice and beans, fresh salad, and a beer is on the way, and all this for just 115 pesos, which is just over $1 and cost around 75 Indian rupees or 80 Indian rupees. This beer was 50, but in the streets, if you want to buy a beer can in Cuba, one can will cost you 200. So beer is very expensive, but you're lucky you can get in places like this, government restaurants, for 50. Not the best. And I took the bus just for 2 pesos. 2 pesos equals to 1.5 Indian rupees, and it's for me like almost free. Like India transport is cheap, but the lowest I paid was 5 rupees, and here 1.5 rupees for transport for the bus is like something I heard from my parents back in the days, for 20 years back. But this is the cheapest transport I have ever taken around the world, just for 2 cents. Bus for 2 cents. You take bus or ferry or any transport in the city which is meant for local, it costs just 2 pesos. Just 2 pesos. So this is a very fancy hotel, 5-star Hotel Telegraph, and now we're going to the rooftop to enjoy the sunset. I'm a little late, like every time, but I cannot spend all the money. I cannot spend 500 rupees. So I had to come to this fancy rooftop to spend my money. But my goal is not to go to the private places, which is they call places particular in Cuba. I want to do everything which is owned by government because it's cheaper. So let's see if we can get the sunset. Almost. And there you see the sunset from this side. I'm gonna order something from the menu and I'm gonna enjoy my last sunset in Cuba from this rooftop bar, Hotel Telegrafo in Cuba. So our next thing of the day is a frappuccino for 60 pesos. It's like 15 rupees, maybe less than that. Who cares? So if you're in this rooftop bar, I can definitely say you can never find this price for frappuccino in anywhere in the world. Nowhere you can find this. And also a cappuccino, because in some parts of Cuba you will just find those small coffees, but you will not find the milk coffee. So you have to come to this fancy hotels to get your cappuccino, but it's still very affordable here. started the day with the pizza and ending it with the pizza again because there's not so much things to do. Yes, of course I can go to the private big restaurants and get some food, but I don't want to show that because normal Cubans cannot get it, and as a budget backpacker I shouldn't get it too. And at the end of the day I couldn't spend my 500 rupees. This pizza is again for 50, so I end up spending only 500 pesos instead of 500 rupees. This is the first video where I couldn't spend all my $6.5 or 500 rupees or 700 pesos in Cuba, Havana in 2022. I hope next time I can spend more money in the next country. But till then, keep exploring with the explorerraja and travel like locals.